Mm. Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Man, I was in that trade way too long. Way too long. I was in that trade way too long, man. I don't know why gold decided to play around today. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, what the hell? Mm. I mean, this trade really goes to show that all right, there it is. Or I think so. No, that's not the okay. I was in this trade for way too freaking long, man. Why does it keep doing that one? Shit, I was in this trade for so freaking long that the damn the software doesn't even want to doesn't want to relive it. I was in this trade for about like an hour or so. Let me see. All right, so I was in this trade for an hour and 13 minutes. And there were times where, man, this thing almost, like the first time it almost hit my target here. And then the thing bounced, it chose to bounce. Man, it came really close to my stop, but my stop was in a good spot. So it invalidated the trade. It got to the point to where I was thinking, well, if this thing breaks out, then I'll just go long on the pullback because I thought I was going to get stopped out of this thing, but was finally able to get gold to break down. Like, god damn, bulls, you don't got to be that aggressive. You don't got to be that damn aggressive. It's okay. And I don't know about longs. That's the one thing I don't like about Top Step, or not the Top Step, the X platform. I don't like this. I don't like how expensive the freaking fees are, man. I don't like it. That means I have to catch bigger moves. I gotta think about that. Think about that. What I'm gonna do to let me lock myself out because with this account, I copy traded this account and I made exactly how much I need in this account, so that should be good. Yeah, that should be good, man. All right. Lock myself out of this one. All right, man. We all locked out, man. We made money for the day. Unfortunately, this setup happened. I was in on the first test of this, man. So you already knew my heart was broken when this thing missed my target by a point and then chose to bounce all the way up for whatever reason. for whatever reason, man, this thing just bounced, and I was like, dude, I mean, what? Okay, I see it. I guess I didn't see it before. Never mind, I see it. I mean, I see it now, but obviously these small little details, I'm not gonna notice these when I'm in the heat of a trade, and it's just a point away from my target. My target was actually 25 right here. So this 25. So yeah, it basically bounced like a point and some ticks away from my target, man. Yo, congratulations, man. Congratulations, K Trader. K Trader's getting his second payout from Apex. Hey man, I haven't gotten a, that's the only firm that I have not gotten a payout from is Apex. It's the only one. All right. So basically I made money in all my accounts today. I'm not gonna trade my I mean I guess if I see a setup, I see a setup, I'll take it. But man, man. Oh, 502. All right, let me. Okay. All right, guys, give me a second. Let me log into this. Let me log into this real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. Because the futures desk, the way that they log you in, it's like it's a passwordless login, and and that's weird. So I don't want it to just to randomly display something that I don't want to show on stream, obviously. Okay. All right. All right. So we're logged in. Mm. I mean, I will say that this will definitely be a tough. This will be tough. This will be tough because we spent way too long in supply. Way too long. Uh, well, okay. So let's see. Let's see. I mean, that was a good follow up trade right there. That would have been, if I was paying attention, that would have been a good follow up trade. But all right, so I'll take a chance on a long. I'm going to trade in this little area of support right there. So if we get it before time runs out, I'll definitely take the trade. So I'm going to buy at 410 and 9 ticks, right there at the top of that consolidation right there. That's where I'm going to buy this at. We'll see if we can get price to pull back into this area and if we can get an expected response from gold. But the Nasdaq definitely is I'll take it on this account too. Shay, why not? Why not? But that's so crazy. I mean, this right here kind of, so this is what I learned. Actually, well, let's look at the Nasdaq first because the Nasdaq just went super freaking crazy. The Nasdaq went super crazy. We still got like 5 minutes until the orb. Let's look at Nasdaq real quick and see if we can find a trade on Nasdaq. Let's see if we can find a decent setup on Nasdaq. Hmm. Oh, and we talked about this range last night, and look at where the market bounces. Isn't that, it's like, it doesn't that give you like a peace of mind that if you just mark out your chart and be patient for the pullback? I mean, because this is the trade that allowed me to get so many payouts. If you just wait for the pullback into a previous area of support, look at that move higher. We talked about this trade before the price action was even on the chart. And if I was actually awake and in front of my charts at the time this thing hit, I mean, I would have took it. But we all know that I do not take overnight trades at on the Nasdaq if I'm not managing it. I need to see it. Okay. Well, that did take that was a very challenging trade. I will say that. Let me actually I think what's probably going on here is that I need to log out of this. You got so much. Okay. All right, so I'm not logged into that. Not logged into that. Okay. I'm only logged into this. All right. All right. So let's see if we can. We got 2 more minutes on that orb. Let's see if we can actually find a decent trade here. Let's see. Um. Oh well. Okay. There goes that. There goes gold. Uh, there goes gold. Mm. 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 What is the likelihood that gold continues to go up here? What is the likelihood of that?
Order field.
Okay. If gold run these highs, then yeah, this trade is done. So hmm, okay.
Order field.
Yeah, there it goes. Should have known that that was a trap. I should have known that. Well, I guess I'll just wait on the pullback here. Should have known that was a trap. Mhm. I mean, does it? I don't think it pulls all the way back though. Maybe. I mean, it's really the Nasdaq for real. It's really the Nasdaq. Okay. Mm. All right, let's see. Mm. These bullish markets, man. These super bullish markets. All right. Yeah, it was only 2 points too. Mm. All right, so we got 5 more minutes until the algo. Let's see what it does. I mean, I feel like I don't, but I do. Oh, it can't be the. Mm. That's the question, though. That's the question. I mean, if we get the pullback, is this going to be bearish or is it going to be bullish? That's a double top rejection on gold. So shit, I don't know. I mean, I guess they rejected at that double top. I don't know if it's going to actually be one. I mean, that, honestly, in hindsight, that was kind of a stupid trade. That wasn't the best trade to take. That was not a good trade to take. That was a stupid trade to take. In hindsight. All right. So I wonder if the Nasdaq's going to fill me here, or if she's going to just keep playing with it. I do have a follow-up trade around R2. I'll take that follow-up trade if this one doesn't work out. But I'm willing to take that follow-up trade here. Well, I don't like the fact that price, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, so we could be, let's see. Once we finally cross that bridge, we'll manage this position as best as possible. Or not. Or not. You just got to love how the market just hovers around your entry. Just hovering around it. There we go. Okay, so we're in this. We're in. Okay. So that's a decent stop. So let's see if the bulls are going to buy it here. I mean, it's a great place for the bulls to buy. Right at the Friday's orb low. You can see that they rejected here. They broke out. And this is just me trading the pullback into this area right here. So that's all this trade is just a pullback trade. Like I said, I don't mind getting back in around 55 if this trade does not work out in my favor, which I think it will, but I mean, just in case. I mean, I have a backup trade I'll take. Hey, what's up, Alfred? You said when did gold started doing NQ numbers? She been on this. You didn't know that gold is at 26,000 right now? You didn't know that? Where have you been, Alfred? Everybody knows that gold is at 26,000 right now. Yeah, man. Yeah, gold went from what 4,000 all the way up to 26,000. So shit, if you was able to catch that long high, man, shit, you in the money. Shit, you in the money. All right, man. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Shit, not millionaires, billionaires. Get shit on one contract. What 60 or 22,000? That's 200. That's 200 and 220K on one contract. Hmm. Alfred, we did take well, I guess before this, I guess at the start of the stream, uh at the start of the stream, I was in a gold trade that actually filled before, like maybe a few minutes before the stream started. Man, I was in that short all freaking day, man. Well, not all day, but it felt like it was all day. It was about like an hour. Like I was in that trade for, well, I was in that trade for an hour, but it felt like I was in it for days, man. This was that trade, and you can see that how price almost hits my target here, and then it bounces hard. I'm like, dude, like what the hell? It goes back into my break even. It doesn't get anywhere near my stop, but man, this was a tough trade. It was tough, man. This is probably one of my tougher trades because price popped back up a couple of times to my break even, and actually, came in and it acted like it wanted to hit my stop, and I thought it was going to hit it. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I was placed, I guess, in the right spot, because this trade was challenging. Until I finally got that damn thing hit. I thought this was over at this one. I was like, ah, shit, I guess I'm done. I might as well just wait for the pullback trade. And then it hits my target right there. So, man, gold. Well, I will say this, Alfred. I will say this. 45 ticks. I mean, so it used to be 18 ticks with gold, and I would just double that and trade with a 36 tick stop. But with how volatile gold is now, man, I'm starting to see that I may need to actually trade with a 54 tick stop. Gold is getting volatile. She's running through support and running stops. And if you're not in at a decent spot, tight stops get ate up on gold, man. They get ate up. So I'm gonna stick with a 45 tick stop. I used to be able to get away with a 36 tick stop. That's just how volatile gold has gotten since I began to trade gold, because it was a 36 tick stop was all I needed. It may go like 27 ticks against me at the most and then reject. But lately, man, if I was still trading with that 36 tick stop, I would have gotten stopped out of a lot of winning trades, a lot of them. Or trades that would have worked out if I had a bigger stop. Because she's digging deep into supply now. She's digging deep into supply. So, like how she did this morning, she dug real deep into supply, man. Real deep. I was like, God damn. Shit. But I'm not going to complain. I'm just glad I was able to get that win, because I was copy trading 3 funded accounts. So with all that chop and all that with all that unnecessary chop and back and forth, I did feel that I was going to have to accept that the trade may not be a winner because it wasn't performing. I did try to tell myself that, if I get break even, I should close, or maybe take half the profits, all kind of blasphemous stuff, those stuff said out of fear, because because obviously your internal system wants to be comfortable and it wants to walk away with something and not nothing. And, it was trying to get me to close it before I hit the target. But I don't want to feel regret. Like if I close that position out without it even going near my stop, because I think it was like 27 ticks I think that's how far it went against me. It's like 27, maybe 28 ticks. I still had 20 something ticks left of what's the correct term I want to use? I still had 24 tick of buffer, margin of error, 24 ticks of margin of error still left in the trade. And if I would have closed it out, because, and then it not only hits the target, but exceeded it, that would have been very disappointing to me. And I would have felt regret, and regret tends to leave scars. So I can handle a loss. I don't like losses, but at least I can tell myself that I tried. But I don't like them, obviously. At no point in time did I think that I should go tilt. At no point in time. That kind of shows that, I was willing to accept that potentially the trade could turn against me after being so close to the target. I was telling myself that, if it breaks out, then, I can just trade the pullback and get my money back. I can always get in at that pullback. You got point of control at 28 on gold. Well, Yo, congratulations on that, investors. Congratulations. Yeah, gold is going crazy right now. The bulls are not letting this go. They are not letting it go. I mean, after that double bottom retest with gold yesterday, gold has just been on a tear. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we had a double bottom retest. So we should expect this amount of bullishness, but it just sucks when you're not getting that pullback. I mean, when the bulls are just so aggressive that they're not taking profits, and the bears are aggressively trying to sell into it. I mean, the markets are balanced where the bulls and the bears are sellers, meaning that the bulls are taking profits at an area of supply, and the bears are starting to sell and build their positions at an area of supply. And we get that nice fluent movement down for a pullback where the bulls can just get a nice dip buy, the bears can become buyers, and everybody wins. But of course, since the market is ran by fear and greed, obviously we don't get that all the time. We get that price action where the market is chopping back and forth until one side gives in. You know, I just saw this. Man, this thing might pull back and stop me out. This thing might pull back. I just saw this. I'm gonna stay in the trade. I mean, I don't close out trades. I'll just at this trade, if I get stopped out of this trade, I'll just hop into another one. I do have a follow-up trade that I am looking to take, so maybe I should just already. I don't want to set a limit there to encourage the market, as Gameway says, to go to my limit. If you do see a flush down, I'm willing to take that trade, and it'll probably be like the last trade I take. Yeah. Well, they double. Okay. All right. Well, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That's. Hmm. Well, I wonder if this is going to be a bull trap. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully that is not a bull trap. Hopefully the bulls actually hold this and doesn't reject it at 50 EMA right there. Hopefully. Hopefully we don't see a rejection here. Right there. Hopefully we don't see that. Oh, we got the same entry? Okay. Yeah, the way this thing is looking, this thing might have to pull back. Hopefully not. I am willing to get in around R2. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Okay. Now I'm shit. I feel like the world is testing me today, man. I had to study for a test over the weekend and now I'm being tested. I'm being tested today, man. Mm. Well, this is a tough one on gold. This is tough, man. What do you trust? What do you trust? This is tough. Because we got point of control at 428. All right. I'll just wait for the pullback. Another good trade on gold would probably be 420, but 424 at this little range right here. But I'm just gonna wait for the deeper pullback here. I'm gonna wait for the deeper pullback on gold because I need 15 points. Okay. Actually, did I hold on? Did I do something? Okay. Okay. Well, we had a winner turn to a loser. That sucks. That sucks. All right, I'm looking for a re-entry around R2. If I can get the best possible entry here. Unless the market is trying to completely pull back. All right, so I got the entry at Arch2. At least. I'm going to keep trailing this thing until I can get the best possible entry here. Unless this thing is about to break down. And double bottom at these lows, which... Okay, well... All right. Looks like we're going to double bottom at them lows then. All right. Well, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. All right. Let's go back to the drawing boards on the Nasdaq. Yeah, because there's no point putting this to adjusting my stop underneath those lows, because and I guess it could potentially okay. No, I'm gonna leave my stop where it is. I mean, if I get stopped out, I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I get stopped out. I get stopped out. I'm not gonna do that. was 2 trades right there that turned into losers. Okay. All right. Well, you always gotta love that. All right. So let's see if we can get filled here. I mean, if this will be my last trade today. I mean, if nothing's gonna work today, then I'm just gonna come back tomorrow or later on tonight. Because I mean, at this point, everything's just gonna get. If I'm buying that support and nobody else is buying there with me, then obviously I'm missing something and I just need to you said NQ yeah, I feel But we all know the first time to fill that gap is a trap on the NQ. We all know that. Well, I guess technically this was a trap. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're right, Alfred. Yeah. This was the trap. The first time. And boy, did it trap a lot of people. Look how high it went. Trying to fill that gap. I mean, at this point, if you're an NQ trader, this should kind of be something already on your radar. You shouldn't be getting caught on the first time to fill that gap. It's always a trap. I don't think we've seen a time where it wasn't. It's always a trap. So at this point, you shouldn't be falling for this, especially if you're here with me. First time to fill the gap is a trap. I mean, how can you forget that? Well, freshman does this. What the fuck? Let's see. Let's see if we get like a cat fill here. Oh yeah, shit. How's everybody enjoying that extra hour? How's everybody enjoying that extra hour? For me personally, I enjoy the extra time of I enjoy the extra downtime, but man, does the days feel like it goes by slower now. I mean, obviously we lost an hour, but I felt like it was taking forever to get to 8:30 so we can start the stream. I almost started the stream at 7:30. No, I'm just playing. But boy, was it okay. All right, so I'm in this trade. All right, let's see if we can get it. Let's see. Let's see if the bulls are going to step up here. Yeah. And this will be the absolute last trade I take, man. Actually, instead of watching that one, let's watch this one. It's the same trade, same entry. I almost did the same thing too, Alfred. Shit. I woke up at 4 o'clock because I usually get up at 5, and I told myself, nah, try to get some rest. Enjoy the hour. Enjoy the extra hour. Well, if I followed my rules the first time, that would have been target filled. That right there would have been target filled if I followed my rules. But because, I mean, it's not like I didn't follow my rules. It's just that I just took a bad trade. Took a bad trade. I don't know. Honestly, it didn't even make sense. But I figured, well, they had all that consolidation there. I figured that if price pulled into that area, I thought we would at least get a rejection, you know, not a reversal, but, you know, just a 10-point rejection. Just didn't happen that time. So unfortunately I have to make up for that. Instead of getting 10 points, now I have to trade for 15. And my account will lock if this trade loses. So I'm gonna let that run. Of course. Of course, Nasdaq. Of course. I guess I should have put this damn thing underneath that low. Of course. Man. Of course. But I didn't want to take that risk. So, I mean, it sucks that I got stopped out of that. It sucks. But the Nasdaq, I mean, this is a double bottom retest trade. So, yeah, that sucks, man. Let me just pull this order. Cancel this order. That sucks. I think I'm good on this trade. I think I'm good. There might be some turbulence at this this 200 EMA right here. The long-term EMA. Might get some turbulence there. Let's hope not. Let's just hope that the bulls can show some of that same energy that they were showing early this morning.
Order filled.
All right, target filled, baby. Target filled. We was able to correct that mistake from earlier today. So now this is day 4 or day 5, but was able to correct that mistake from earlier. So I'm happy about that. So let's lock this account. Let's lock this account, and I think we only got 8 more days. 8 more days. Good. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. You said Bitcoin dumped hard? Oh yeah, I did saw Bitcoin earlier today, and I was like, hopefully that doesn't do anything for gold. I was like, hopefully that does not affect gold in the slightest. Hopefully. Let's look at Bitcoin futures real quick. Yeah. Damn, look at that, man. Look at that, dude. Let's go to a 5,000 tick chart and look at this thing. Damn, look at that. Fear and greed fuels Bitcoin. Got a triple top at the highs. We got price breaking structure to the downside. We got a pullback and a rejection. Pull back into rejection. Beautiful price action. The price action is always good to look at after the fact, but I'm pretty sure everybody that was in this thing was like, oh my God, will this thing just drop? Because the bulls were aggressive. I mean, they were aggressively trying to hold this thing. They just wasn't able to do so. And the bears finally was able to complete their market objective and kind of take out that low right there. I'm pretty sure they want to take out that low next, but this is basically a head and shoulders pattern. So I think their next objective is to take out this low. We'll probably get a decent pullback. I mean, unless the market is going to react at this little consolidation, this accumulation right here, this range. Unless we see something right there, unless the bears want to take it there. So this range could be the current objective for the bears. We do got a double top rejection. We got price, looks like it's about to take out this low. It's about to take out that low. So if it does take out this low, this is obviously the next stop for the bears for price. It's the next stop. And the trade that you should look for, and this is obviously not financial advice, but the trade that you should look for is if we do see that move down into this area and we see that break, obviously waiting for that pullback would be the trade to take, or a highly probable trade to take. Yeah, I don't know why this thing is just lagging, man. And it's just so frustrating. That is frustrating. It really is. So that's what I would look for. I would look for that. But if they hold that range, then obviously you're going to see we're going to see a bullish move higher. So, okay. Oh shit! I forgot to take the screenshot and forgot to take down the data. Forgot. The entry was at 4029.6. My exit on this trade was 425. And the results. Yeah, I did not take that. You know what? I'm actually going to take the trade review part out because honestly, man, I know why I'm taking the trade. Just want to, because honestly, I'm following these rules anyway. Yeah, that would have been nice if, all right. I know we got that, I know that China and then the United States reached a deal. But man, that deal is definitely shaking up the markets right now. As bears are trying to aggressively sell into this move, the bulls are just aggressively buying this thing up. As bullish and as bearish as the market's been, if you look at a higher time frame chart on gold, I'm looking at it now. I mean, this is higher highs higher lows. All this candle needs to do is take out this high, and it will confirm the trend continuation. That's all it needs to do, is to take out that high. So I wonder if gold is going to be nasty here and pull all the way back to my break even. I don't think so. I don't think it does that. I think price is going to probably hold at this range right here. At least I hope so. Should I go for a short on the Nasdaq? That's the question. The bears haven't completed their objective. Yeah, we got to bounce at that double bottom retest, but I don't think the bears are done here. Of course, gold is being nasty here. Where was all bulls? Where y'all at? All that bullishness y'all was doing early today. Where the hell y'all at now? Had me sitting in the trade for hours because y'all wouldn't give the move up. Where y'all at? Step the hell up. You know what? I don't think the bears are done here. I'm going to short right there. I don't think the bears are done. I think this is just a two-legged pullback into resistance for a continuation down. $125. All right, so let's see if we can get filled here. Dang, it seems like the trades I'm taking today, man, and for whatever reason, they're not following through the way that I'd expect them to. I'm not getting the follow through that I'm expecting here. Okay. Shit, good thing this account's not a trailing drawdown account. This account would have been gone. I would be down $1,500 right now. Plus my stop. I mean, if I didn't take profits at those high, this was a trailing account, and this thing came back and stopped me out, I would have blown the account. Because I would have lost $2,000 in this move right here. Look at this, man. Well, my only hope for this trade to continue to work is that this triple bottom holds. That's my only hope for this trade right now. Is that this triple bottom holds. If this triple bottom does not hold, then my next follow trade will be at this range, and that'll be my last trade on this account. That'll be my last trade in the account. And so far, so good. So far, so good on this trade. I mean, we was already up 15 points. So I mean, this is this is just the competition account. So I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily care for the outcome on this one. If I blow the account, I'll probably give this one more try. I'll reset it one time and that's it. This account is just for fun. I'm not going to take this account too seriously. Make sure that, you know, the accounts that we need to get done, if those actually get priority over this one. This account is more or less for maybe more riskier trades. But then I don't want to get into a habit of taking risky trades. I probably have bigger profit targets on this one. Actually, let this one kind of run the entire time instead of just taking trades on it. Mm, well, I was supposed to. Mm. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. You said Bitcoin and the Nasdaq are correlated right now. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, it seems like whenever the Nasdaq moves, Bitcoin does almost the same. Gold is digging deep right now, man. Let's see how much liquidity gold has right now, because gold has been digging deep all freaking day, man. God damn. Okay. So we got the Nasdaq has low liquidity right now too. But gold is trading with almost 500,000 on the micros, 178,000 on the minis. That's decent volume for gold. That's actually pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I wonder why. I wonder why a lot of people are entering the gold market right now. Shit. I mean, if somebody sneezes wrong, Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin is definitely overall still bullish. Mm. It's definitely overall still bullish, for sure. But we are in it does appear to look like it wants to change, especially with making the lower low, lower highs. It took out that high, it took out this low, it pulled back, it rejected. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Prices pulling back into this area. Hmm. Shit, my gold position is holding on for dear life right now. It is holding on by a thread. Yeah, the move I'm looking for is. Uh, All right. This is my absolute last trade in this account for today. My absolute last trade. Mm. Absolute last trade. Let's see what happens here. I took this trade because of this range right here. Looks like my stop is literally underneath the range right there. We'll see what happens. I mean, I would have preferred the pullback, you know, but I guess what I should have looked at. Yeah, gold ain't making it easy for nobody today. Gold is not making it easy for anyone in them. I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let it play over. I'm just gonna let this play for the entire session. Either this thing comes back and stop me out, or we get the preferable result, which it climbs all the way up there and it hits that damn target. That's what we want. I mean, I don't know why. That's just gonna have to be something that. My entry is right there at 25 on the NQ. It just seems like the Bulls just don't want to ever let this go. Bulls don't want to let it go. I'm appreciative of the Bulls not letting it go now, but they need to show some more follow through here. I want to see some of that bullishness that kept me in a trade for an hour earlier this morning. That's the type of bullishness I want to see. I want to see this right here. Yeah, if the market takes out this low right here, then it's basically over at this point for the bulls. The writing will be on the wall if it takes out this low and hold. It would be on the wall. I think this is the trade that I got stopped out of last night. And it goes to my target and works. Man, gold, bastard. Nice. That's me. You say you're only trading gold at night? This is the kind of senior citizen price action that the hell was that? Wow. Okay. Well, it looks like gold is gonna be nasty here. Looks like the bulls are not gonna hold this. So, mm, mm. Looks like they're not gonna hold this. You know, the crazy thing is, I had all trades on this account that was once winners turn to losers. Hmm. Can we get a breakout here, Gold? I mean, what's the holdup? Oh shit. Okay. All right, guys. I'm out of time for this session. It's 10:30. All right, guys. I mean, I think we had a good day. I mean, we had more wins than losses. The Nasdaq was completely nasty to us. I guess I should have paid more attention to the orb low here. Should have paid more attention to that range, that break, and that retest trade. I mean, that was kind of obvious in hindsight, but man, it's hard to trust the Nasdaq. It's hard to trust the Nasdaq, but that's totally my fault because that was basically a clean double top rejection, double bottom trade right there. And this gold trade, I mean, it was a super winner, but I didn't take the profits at that high. I figured that the bulls were going to be super aggressive here and continue to take it higher. But I guess now that I want to, capture a big move in the market, now the bears want to act like they know they know to short that supply now, because they was having definitely a hard time doing it this morning. So that's frustrating, but I guess it is what it is. So, but all right, that's it for me. We'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good day.